Okay, good afternoon. Would you like to introduce yourself for our viewers today?
Yes, I'm Christian Ferrier. I am a senior at St. Leo in the English program with a specialization in literature and cultural studies.
Awesome. And you are graduating this semester, spring semester.
Yes, I am.
Fantastic. When you first began your program at St. Leo, how would you have rated your writing ability for a specific audience?
I would say that my writing ability was there but very clunky. I still wasn't sure how to address specific audiences, like if it was a knowledgeable audience and I needed to talk in a more professional tone, or if it was a general audience and I could be more loose and relaxed with how I was speaking and writing with my speech writing was going. And I think that was something that definitely needed working on.
Okay. Um, do you feel that your writing has improved over your program and why?
Oh, definitely. I think my writing has gone through the roof through this program because I have such amazing instructors who really give me very very well thought out constructive feedback. It's not just simple this is wrong, this is right, go, keep moving forward. It's more of okay, this sounds interesting and I see that you have a very interesting topic. Now here's how you could better communicate it in your writing, and here's how you could better expand on these ideas within your writing.
Awesome. So, what do you believe you have learned about writing at St. Leo that has helped you be successful in the fact that I guess our audience should know that you have three offers for graduate schools on the table. So, what do you think's made you successful?
I would say is the fact that again the faculty is just through the roof. Is so it's such a nurturing environment in making sure that you get the care that you need, and they really work with you to help develop you as a writer. And I would also say is the fact that the courses that are offered are really just great at developing critical thinking skills, which I used in a lot of in my research paper that I sent out to all the grad schools, by making different connections that I had learned throughout the courses that I had taken here.
Well, and on a sidebar, what was your favorite class? Hint, hint.
I see where this is going. I mean, the literature and folklore class was, I'll give that one. That one was pretty good. It was interesting making connections between, popular contemporary stuff like superheroes. For me, I made a connection with the 2018 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie back to the fairy tales that we read, such as Cinderella and Rumpelstiltskin and those type of fairy tales. And it was cool to see again this critical thinking that I felt I was developing as I saw connections forming in the class.
So, now if you were to pick just randomly a course within the major that you felt really developed that final writing piece, what would you say it would be?
For the final writing piece that I feel like I really needed, that really just really I felt like sent me over the edge, I would have to say it was reading um it was American Lit 1, because in that class we talked a lot about we talked about American history up to about 1865ish areas. And it was interesting because in that class, which was taught by Dr. Marino, she made connections again between the past and the present and showed that these aren't isolated times, that they're all connecting to each other and they all inform each other. And in that class, I wrote a paper that about how Christianity had developed in the black community as a form of resistance and assimilation to American society. And I mentioned authors from that time period, such as Phyllis Wheatley, Frederick Douglass, Equiano, and then I went more contemporary with rappers like Tupac and Kanye West, and that really I felt like helped me realize I really love writing. I love English. I love doing this type of work. This is what I picture myself doing for a very long time. And I want to keep going forward with it. And it was thanks to classes like that where I was really able to flesh out this idea of the past and the present and connections that that I feel like can often be forgotten if we don't study them enough. And I feel like as English scholars, that's kind of what we are here for. And again, the rhetoric is like we've got is us trying to make sure that we can explain this to academia and also explain this to like students as well, or just the everyday population. And I think that's what I really learned well in this English program.
That's awesome. Well, I do want to thank you for taking the time to be interviewed for the QEP. And once again, we'll congratulate you at graduation, but congratulations on having 3 offers to ponder with potentially a 4th. And we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Have a great one, Christian.
You too. Have a nice day.
You too.